Okay? So for the interest of time, no, kasi 1 hour na lang meron tayo. At least nakikita ko na medyo nasasagot nyo naman yung mga questions. So ako na lang magbabasa ng questions, tapos tuloy-tuloy na natin. Okay? So na-stop tayo at 33. Stop tayo at 32. So number 33. So makikita natin we have an 18-old month female. 18-old. Ako dun. Okay. So meron tayong 18-month-old na female infant who was brought to the emergency room. Meron siyang abrupt onset ng crying, fever, tsaka cough, rust-colored sputum. So what would you expect sa chest x-ray niya tsaka lab findings? So this one, sino nagkakos nito? So Streptococcus pneumoniae is a gram-positive cocci at ang pneumonia pinoproceed niya is lobar pattern. No? So the correct answer here is letter C. Okay, so letter C. Next, number 34, we have a 6-month-old infant brought to the emergency department having woken up from a nap with weak cry, ptosis, tsaka unreactive pupils. Meron siyang routine well baby care. There is no sign of physical abuse. The physician puts the child on respiration monitor and calls the infectious disease consultant. What's the most likely cause of this? Recryptosis, unable to lift her arm. So meron tayong tinatawag na floppy baby. So floppy baby syndrome, anong most likely nagkakos nito? Infant botulism. Okay, what is the mechanism of action ng botulism toxin? Sagot kayo ha. Oh, what is the mechanism of action of this toxin? 35.
Dog.
Dog. Okay, very good. So your botox toxin or botulinum toxin, kinikleave niya yung neural docking, so preventing the release of acetylcholine. Remember, acetylcholine is important for muscle movement or muscle contraction to occur. The absence of this acetylcholine would have you to have muscle paralysis, leading to infant botulism for your kids. Next, 5 children in Mrs. Thompson's third grade class develop a disease which begins as bright red rash on the face and turns violet daw after a few days, then disappears. A maculopapular rash appears on the trunks, buttocks, and extremities. It soon fades and persists on the thigh and forearms. 2 children also have slight fever and sore throat, but all were not terribly sick. The genetic material of most likely causative infectious agent is? So ano kaya to? Okay, this looks like HSV6 or Erythrococcus infantum. So the answer would be a single-stranded DNA. 37. If one were to create a single antigen vaccine to have prevented the outbreak and for use as a vaccine in women prior to pregnancy, what viral molecule would be most likely to lead the production of successful neutralizing antibodies? So this is a, ano kaya? Para daw mapigilan yung virus mismo. So anong gagamitin natin? We would use the capsid protein, especially for example, your Epstein-Barr. Remember, all of your viruses have their capsid proteins. And these capsid proteins, once na-develop natin yung antibodies, mas effectively mapapatay natin yung viruses. So, 38. What is the function of the cyclic AMP binding proteins in facultative bacteria? So, cyclic AMP binding proteins in facultative bacteria, the answer would be to enhance the RNA polymerase activity. Number 39, we have an 18-year-old male college student who came to the Student Health Services complaining of sore throat, fatigue, and difficulty swallowing. A physical exam showed enlarged spleen, so meron siyang splenomegaly. Heterophil antibodies were also positive. Meron din siyang tender liver and swollen cervical lymph nodes. Anong virus kaya to? What is the disease of this patient?
Dito, B po.
Yes, letter B. The answer is letter B, atypical T cells called Downey cell inclusions. Pero ano kayang sakit na itong patient na to?
FB po.
Okay, very good. No, yung Epstein-Barr virus, the disease would be infectious mononucleosis. Number 40, all Shigella have some invasive capability limited to mucosa of the ileum and colon. But Shigella dysenteriae strains causes more severe disease. Why? Bakit mas severe si dysenteriae? Okay, so they produce a toxin similar to EHEC, no, yung enterohemorrhagic E. coli. Remember, kaya nga silang dalawa yung nagkakos ng what? Your hemolytic uremic syndrome. Because they have this Shiga toxin or for your enterohemorrhagic or zero uremic syndrome. Kita kayo ng bloody diarrhea, pag virus, bacteria pinag-uusapan, isipin nyo lang tatlo. It's either Shigella dysenteriae, your Campylobacter, or your EHEC. 41. An 80-year-old woman is referred to your cardiac practice with no fever but worsening exertional fatigue. So yan yung una nakita. Had a heart murmur, she was young. Okay, meron siyang heart murmur. At her 88th birthday party 4 weeks ago, 2 of her great nieces were sick, and she picked up their sore throat. She was sick with fever for about a week, 3 weeks ago, but did not have enough energy to go to the doctor. If the outcome, ano kaya ang outcome natin dito?
No growth po.
Letter?
D.
Letter D, no growth. Bakit no growth? Bakit kaya no growth? Okay, pag nakita natin to, di ba? She was sick with fever for about a week, 3 weeks ago. Pero ngayon, wala na siyang fever, nagkakaroon na siya ng exertional fatigue. So most likely, meron siyang strain, nagkakaroon siya ng strain sa heart niya. Pangalawa, meron din daw yung mga nieces niya. So this one, hindi nagtuloy-tuloy yung fever niya, so nalabanan ng katawan niya. So most likely, this is a viral infection. And viral infections won't show on your bacterial blood cultures. Kasi wala na siyang fever eh. Kung may fever siya, mag-iisip tayo na baka meron pang bacteria sa blood niya. Pero kasi sa kanya, no fever na nung presentation. So most likely, there would be no growth. 42, a 14-year-old girl has symptoms low-grade fever, chills, headache, muscle aches, and malaise. Physical exam showed enlarged spleen. Monospot test is negative. So monospot test is negative. Ano kaya most likely laboratory finding natin dito? Anyone from the class? So this is a case of heterophil negative infectious mononucleosis. If it is a heterophil negative infectious mononucleosis, anong most common cause nun?
CMB.
CMV. Pag nakita si CMV, anong natin, description natin sa kanya? Anong laboratory finding natin?
Letter C po.
Okay, very good. Letter C, your eye cells in the urine. Okay, 43, a 20-year-old female has given signs and symptoms consistent with genital warts. What would have been the best approach to prevent this disease? So the answer here is letter D. Remember, genital warts, sino nagkakos niyan? Your human papillomavirus. Prophylactic treatment with acyclovir is not really the best way to approach this. Kasi ibig sabihin, lahat ng mga sexually active patients may bigyan ng acyclovir every day, which is not right. Passive immunization won't really help because yung pagbigay neto would just help for a little while. But for the long term, wala talaga tayong panlaban. Live reassortment vaccine, hindi siya ginagamit for HPV. Okay, 44. A Brazilian who was left poverty and moved to Los Angeles 10 years before died suddenly of heart disease. Meron daw siyang Chagas disease. Saan nakukuha si Chagas?
Red.
No.
Oh,
Letter D.
okay, very good, no? Letter D or your Redowid-Vog. So, sino nga nagkakos nito? Trypanosoma ano?
Cruci.
Tama, Trypanosoma cruzi. Okay, 45. A senior at Reed Soberton High School is involved in the orchestra and has been on the honor roll most years. She does not do drugs. She had an equally squeaky clean type of boyfriend since last fall, and they had unprotected sex on 3 occasions. 6 months later, she now has recurring pelvic pain with probable diagnosis of PID. What's the most likely diagnosed causative agent? Anong most likely causative agent sa PID?
Letter C po ba? And gonorrhea.
Okay, Neisseria gonorrhea is isa sa mga most common causes of infections. Pero pag nakita itong PID, si PID, ang most likely causative would be your Chlamydia trachomatis. Okay? Number 46, cellulitis develops in a 26-year-old man after he is bitten by his girlfriend's cat. What is the most likely dominant organism involved in this infection? Sa cat.
Letter C po ba?
Okay, very good. Now, your Pasteurella multocida is the one usually seen in your cats. 47, meron tayong 18-month-old girl who appears at the emergency department of a hospital with their daughter who had a abrupt onset of vomiting and watery diarrhea. The symptoms began 2 days daw. So, 2 days. Okay, so tandaan, 2 days previously at her daycare center. She refuses to eat or drink and is very lethargic. What property of infectious agent causing these symptoms allowed the preparation of a vaccine that could have prevented them? So what could it be?
Letter A do?
Letter A, identification of enterotoxin. Actually, the correct answer here is the segmented genetic material. Okay, so segmented genetic material, this most likely is caused by your rotavirus, no? So remember, we already have a vaccine against your rotavirus. Next, 48. A patient with acquired immunodeficiency syndrome, so meron siyang AIDS, has severe non-resolving watery diarrhea. Acid-fast oocytes were seen. What's the most likely causative agent?
A.
A. Cryptosporidium. What's the treatment nga for Cryptosporidium? Sino nakakaalala? Ano ang treatment natin for your Cryptosporidium?
Antiretroviral drugs po.
Okay, very good. No, yung antiretroviral drugs. Okay, 49. A viral disease in which antiviral antibodies are thought to have an enhancing effect. So, reinfection causes more serious disease. Sino kaya to?
A po.
A, very good, no? Dengue. Remember, sa dengue, meron tayong 4 na klase ng dengue virus, 4 na types. So, kada infection ng dengue na nagkakaroon ka, mas palala ng palala yung symptoms mo. So, usually, pag first dengue, marami dyan, hindi nila alam na nagka-dengue na sila. Bakit? Kasi ang symptoms lang nila, lagnat, tapos nanghina katawan, tinulog lang nila, ininom ng tubig. Pero 1, 2, 3 dengue yan, usually ano yung mga nakikita natin nagpupunta talaga sa hospital kasi mas malala na yung mga symptoms na pinapresent nila. 50, you have a 22-year-old woman. Meron siyang vaginal itching and erythema as well as discharge. Nakita natin na external erythema is also present, discrete pinpoint lesions of the edge. The discharge is normal, no? Yung pH is normal. Amine test is negative. What is the most likely cause?
Letter D po.
Okay, letter D, Candida albicans. Besides sa negative, yung amine test natin, so tanggal na kagad si Neisseria. So dito hindi na sinama. Ano pang nakita natin? Meron siyang vaginal itching at meron siyang thick and white na discharge. No, thick and white na discharge, isipin natin si Candida. Chlamydia trachomatis, anong isipin natin dito? Usually, nagkakos yan ng PID. Ano pang nakikita natin? Yung strawberry cervix. Okay, 51. An antibiotic that has beta-lactam ring in its structure is?
A.
A. Very good. Now your cephalosporins. 52. Which bacterial gene transfer process would be inhibited by free extracellular exonucleases?
C.
C. Transformation. Bakit? Kung may mga free extracellular exonucleases ka, dinidissolve na niya yung mga free nuclei na nasa labas. So, hindi mangyayari itong transformation kasi napuputol na siya. So, wala nang makukuha yung bacteria na from your dead viruses. So, kung wala siyang makukuhang dead genes, wala siyang magagamit to transform. 53. After a trip to Peru to adopt a 6-month-old baby, a 32-year-old woman and her new baby both developed profuse watery diarrhea with flecks of mucus. Both are hospitalized because of the severity and rapidity of the dehydration. Neither one is febrile. What is the most likely causative agent?
Vibrio.
Very good. Your Vibrio cholerae. Bakit hindi si Shigella at si Campylobacter? Kasi watery diarrhea siya, hindi siya bloody diarrhea. So doon pa lang matatanggal na natin tong B and D. Your A, your 0157 also causes bloody diarrhea. So pagpipilian na lang natin is Salmonella typhi and Vibrio cholerae. The patient is not febrile. So doon pa lang alam na natin na hindi siya si typhi kasi typhi causes typhoid fever. So the best answer would be letter E. 54. A non-compliant HIV positive patient with CD4 count of 40. So alam na natin na meron siyang AIDS. So nagpe-present siya with pulmonary infection caused by an organism that requires 4 weeks to grow on Lowenstein-Jensen. Anong organism kaya to? Anong description natin dito?
B.
Letter B. Anong organism to? Mycobacterium ano?
Avium intracellular.
Okay, very good. No, your Avium intracellulare. Kasi sila yung most common cause of tuberculosis in your HIV or AIDS patient. 55. An individual is known to have chronic hepatitis disease. Which serologic marker should be monitored to determine if the blood contains the infectious virus? Okay. Tandaan na, tinatanong infectious virus. So ano dito ang marker natin for infectivity?
A.
Okay, very good. Letter A. Pag nakita natin si IgM or si IgG-HBS, pag nakita natin tong si letter C, dalawa lang ibig sabihin yan. Either vaccinated siya or magaling na siya. So, ibig sabihin, there's no chronic infection. Talagang nakagaling na siya. Pag nakita natin si HSHBsAg, si letter B, pag nakita natin si letter B, ibig sabihin may infection na nangyayari. Kailangan natin ba determine chronic ba to, acute ba to, latent ba to? IgM, anti-HBC, IgM-HBC, pag nakita natin to, ibig sabihin nasa latent infection pa siya. Okay, 56. The individual most likely to progress to chronic liver disease following an acute infection is? So, letter A. Okay. The answer here is actually letter E. A baby born to a chronically active infective mother. Tandaan natin, the younger the individual, the more chances na magkakaroon siya ng chronic liver disease, especially when it comes to hepatitis B. So kung bata, nakita nyo bata, baby, tas may chance na infection ng hepatitis B virus, the higher is the risk para maging chronic siya. Unlike for liver transplant patient infected with HCV, pag nag-liver transplant ka kasi, ibig sabihin, magbibigay sa'yo healthy liver. So the chances of you having chronic liver disease would be very low. Recent immigrant who is HEV positive, remember hepatitis E virus, delikado lang siya sa isang unit or isang grupo, which is your pregnant women. Kasi nagkakos siya ng fulminant hepatitis. Pero kung hindi ka buntis, acute lang yung ano niya sa'yo, after nun, gagaling ka ng kusa. A young adult co-infected with Hepa B and Hepa D, yes, pwede siyang mag-lead into chronic liver disease, pero the tendency is higher for a baby rather than an adult. Pag wala si letter E, the best choice would be letter C. Pero since andyan si letter E, yan pa yung pipiliin natin. Na-gets? Number 56?
Opo.
Okay. 57. A Peace Corps worker sent back to the States from East Africa because he had very high fever. African sleeping disease is diagnosed. Paano na-transmit to si African sleeping sickness?
Letter D po.
Letter D. Okay, very good. No, your cheche fly. Okay, 58. A patient who is diabetic and been in the hospital twice in the last year presents with a boil on his neck. You drain it, but because of his hospitalizations, realize that there is a good chance that this could be drug-resistant strain. And order direct gram stain cultures and susceptibility. The preliminary report comes back with gram-negative cocci in clusters, which puzzles you, so you call the lab to supervisor, who realizes that the stain was done by a new lab person. It turns out to be Staphylococcus aureus. What mistake in the gram stain did the new person most likely make to produce pink cocci with no hint of purple? Ano kayang pagkakamali?
Ito.
Letter?
E po ata.
E. Okay.
Boy.
B.
Okay. The correct answer here is the grams iodine. Bakit yan yung sagot? Remember, after placing your crystal violet, kailangan natin ng pampakapit, especially for gram positive, no? So that's your grams iodine. Pag hindi natin nalagay yan, hindi ka kapit. Once na naglagay ka ng decolorization, matatanggal siya. So, she forgot the decolorization, letter A, alam nating mali yan. Kasi kung hindi niya nagawa yung decolorization, di dapat hindi kakapit si safranin. She forgot the safranin, that's also wrong kasi nag-produce nga ng pink cocci. Kahit mag-left ng safranin ng matagal, kung nakakapit dun si crystal violet, hindi didikit si safranin. She decolorized a bit too long. This could be the second best answer, pero kasi pag nalagay mo si gram iodine at napakapit mo siya ng maayos, the chances would be there would be light purple pag na-over decolorize siya, pero purple pa rin yung makikita natin. Okay. 59. A neonate developed meningitis at 7 days of age. Her mother is 16 years of age, single, had multiple sexual partners without barrier protection, and lives in the United States. The baby was born on 23 hours after the mother's amniotic sac ruptured. What is the most likely causative agent? So ano ang most common cause of neonatal meningitis?
Agalakshey, Doc.
Okay, very good. Your Streptococcus agalactiae. So remember, Streptococcus agalactiae is a gram-positive cocci, catalase negative. Ano pang importante sa kanya? PIR negative. Ano pang nakailangan tandaan sa kanya? Resistant siya, no? Pag kinumpare natin kay Streptococcus pyogenes. Ano pa? Streptococcus agalactiae is also CAM test positive. Importante si COMS test kasi pwede natin siyang i-differentiate kay Clostridium perfringens na reverse COMS test positive naman. Okay, number 60, you have an emerging pathogen who has been associated with serious lower respiratory tract disease. Both ampenavir and saquinavir have been demonstrated to be effective in treating the infection. What step in the pathogenesis of the infection is directly affected by these drugs? So, ano kayang function ng ampenavir at saquinavir? Any idea? Okay. So the correct answer here is actually letter C. Your processing of your polyproteins, no? So bakit yan importante? Kasi your ampenavir, they are non-nucleoside analog. So pinipigilan nila yung production ng mga proteins. So pag napigilan yung processing of polyproteins na to, ang mangyayari is walang mapoproduce na genes. So pag walang na-produce na genes, walang mangyayaring walang mangyayaring infection. So, saan ba natin ginagamit tong si ampenavir, si saquinavir? They are used for HIV infection. Okay. So, pag nakakita ng mga gantong drugs, kailangan nyo ba siyang kabisaduhin? Actually, no. Hindi nyo siya kailangan kabisaduhin lahat. Ito yung mga type of questions na it's either you know it or not kasi good to know lang siya, especially sa inyo. Okay. So, ulit, si ampenavir, saquinavir, kung sakaling matanong man siya ulit, ano ito? They are protease inhibitors. So their function is inhibiting the processing of your polyproteins. Saan ginagamit itong mga to? Ginagamit sila for your HIV infection. 61. In January, a 4-month-old girl is seen by her family physician. Her mother noted that she has been coughing and has light fever for 3 days and recently developed difficulty breathing, characterized by wheezing. She has runny nose, composed of clear fluid with some cells present. X-ray showed her lungs are clear of infection. Examination of the nasal discharge is likely to show what entity to confirm the diagnosis? Okay, the answer here actually is your multinucleated giant cells. Okay, 62. Two physicians. Sige, sagutin muna. Baka kasi inisip nyo, bakit po multinucleated giant cells? Remember, this is a 4-month-old girl. So usually nakikita natin dito ay respiratory syncytial virus. So the most likely cause of this infection is your RSV. At yung RSV, pag tinignan natin, would show your multinucleated giant cells. 62. Two physicians traveling in Central America envelope what they diagnose a E. coli. ET, which means enterotoxigenic E. coli. What is responsible for the fluid and electrolyte disruption? So technically, anong pathophysiology ni enterotoxigenic E. coli? Anyone? Okay, make sure na maaral nyo itong mga to kasi kailangan talaga yun for boards. The answer is letter C, the increase in your cyclic adenosine monophosphate. Pag nag-increase yung CAMP natin, what happens is rinirelease yung intestines natin yung water. So walang nangyayaring absorption of ng water. So pag nagkakaroon ka ng increased secretion of water, nagkakaroon ka ng watery diarrhea. 63. A clinical problem has emerged concerning infections after prosthetic valve heart insertions or other cardiac procedure with methicillin-resistant strains of what?
C po.
Okay, very good. No, your Staphylococcus epidermidis. Bakit natin nasabi na si C? Kasi heart valve prosthetic. When it comes to prosthetics, number one causative would be your Staphylococcus epidermidis. Pag nakita nyo nag-undergo ng colon surgery, may colon cancer, that's the time that you would think of your Enterococcus faecalis or Enterococcus bovis. So, letter C. 64, the former species of Corynebacterium, that is a pathogen of swine, horses, and cattle, is also known to cause disease in compromised hosts. This organism, when grown on culture media, produces pale pink colonies that help to perceptibly identify it as boy, Rhodococcus equi. Kahit halimbawa hindi ka sure dito, makikita mo pa lang to, pathogen ng swine. So kung hindi mo maisip, dun pa lang sa equi, maisip na natin. Pale pink colonies, kaya siya Rhodococcus. 65, a urine specimen from a paternity patient with a complaint of cystitis. So may cystitis siya. The culture showed lactose-positive gram-negative bacillus. In-identify natin as E. coli. Ano daw makikita natin pag E. coli?
A po.
A po.
Okay, very good, no? A, you're the ESMB agar, dark colonies with metallic sheen. Anong kulay nga nung metallic sheen na to?
Green.
Okay, very good. Your greenish metallic sheen. Okay, 66. A sputum specimen from a suspected case of lobar pneumonia shows on gram stain the presence of many WBC and many gram-positive, which are primarily diplococci. Which of the following statements would be appropriate given these findings on a smear? So, ano ang positive natin dito?
B po.
Okay, very good. Letter B, optochin positive. Kasi bakit? Itong organism natin is Streptococcus pneumoniae. Remember, pag nakita ang lobar pneumonia, pag nakita ang gram-positive diplococci, pag nakita ang rust-colored sputum, isipin kagad si Streptococcus pneumoniae. 67. A commercial vendor of povidone iodine, tincture of iodine, preps, swab stick, and other sterile products has voluntarily recalled all products in several lots manufactured over the past 3 years. Microbial contamination has been confirmed in some lots, representing a potential public health hazard. The most likely organism to be isolated is
Dog.
letter D, Pseudomonas, no? So your Pseudomonas aeruginosa, they have the tendency to be resistant to your povidone iodine or your other antiseptic agents. Kaya nga pag nag-positive dito, usually ginagawa, as in talaga yung kino-close natin, example, sa OR, may patient na inoperahan na may positive sa Pseudomonas, we will really close that operating room and desensitize it ng gamit na UV radiation, tapos talagang scrubs kung scrub, kasi highly resistant siya sa mga antiseptics. Okay, 68. So, 45-year-old man, may fever, chills, saka myalgia. Kumain daw siya ng oysters at popular seafood restaurant. Meron siyang febrile at hemorrhagic fluid bolus lesion sa left leg. Meron siyang history ng diabetes mellitus, chronic hepatitis B, tsaka alcohol consumption. The patient who had a temperature of 102, admitted to ICU, hindi niya kailangan yan. Nakita tong curve gram-negative rod at nakita na nagkaroon siya ng DIC after. The source of the oysters eaten by the patient decreased was from the Gulf of Mexico. So anong sakit kaya to? Anong sakit dito ang most likely associated with oysters?
Vibrio.
Okay, it's your Vibrio bulnificus. So pag nakita yung mga oysters, pati ito yung mga choices, Yersinia enterocolitica, hindi siya usually associated with your oysters. Ang kailangan natin tandaan dito, bukod siya tinatawag nating safety pin appearance, cold-loving itong Yersinia enterocolitica natin. Okay, 69. Countless numbers of vacationers who have traveled outside of the US have had their holidays interrupted by a case of traveler's diarrhea. O traveler's diarrhea, sino daw to?
E. coli.
E. coli. Okay. Next, 3-year-old, dinala daw sa emergency room, febrile, may loss of appetite. Ano pa? Nakitang difficult to arouse her. So, ibig sabihin may infection sa brain. She attended a daycare center. Childhood immunizations were up to date. On examination, positive Brodinski signs. So, meron nga talaga tayong meningitis. Cultures were done. Nakakita ng gram-negative diplococci. O yan pa lang, sapat na. Anong cause natin dito? Anong sakit? Gram-negative diplococci na nagkukos ng meningitis.
Sipo.
Po.
Okay, C. Your Neisseria meningitidis. Okay? Minsan, pag lalo sa board exam, no, 100 items yan, tapos 120 minutes lang kasi 2 hours lang meron kayo. Pag ganyan nakakita kayo ng mga habang cases, ang pinakaunang dapat gagawin lagi, basahin nyo itong pinakadulo. Diba, nabasa nyo na, the etiologic agent in this case was presumptively. So, tinatanong yung etiologic agent, so alam natin kailangan natin basahin ito buo. May mga times kasi na yung question sa dulo, hindi na siya ganun ka-related. Like, kahit mabasa mo lang yung end question, masasagot mo na siya. Tapos pag nakakita kayo ng mga ganyang cases, ano nyo lang, underline, bilugan nyo lang yung mga important concepts. Para pag nagsagot kayo, halimbawa, nape-pressure, so makakalimutan nyo yung binasa nyo. Hindi na kayo mauulit na kailangan basahin nyo lahat. Kasi namarkahan nyo na yung mga important markers. Okay, 71. All of the following statements about P. multicida are true except ano kaya hindi totoo dito? Anyway, the answer is letter C. So remember, humans are never a part of the normal flora of your multicida. It's usually the cats, not your humans. 72. Pus was aspirated from an empyema. Gram stage showed numerous gram-negative bacilli. Blue-green colonies. The most likely etiologic would be empyema, gram-negative, blue-green colonies.
Erogenic.
A po.
A, your Pseudomonas aeruginosa. Bakit blue-green? Kasi meron siyang mga pigments such as pyocyanin, pyoverdine. Kung ang pinakita is red colonies, isipin natin si Serratia. Kung pinakita na may case of pneumonia, pwede natin isipin si Legionella. Okay, pero dahil blue-green colonies at empyema binanggit, si Pseudomonas ang best answer. 73, a bone marrow transplant patient on immunosuppressive. Tandaan, immunosuppressive. Nagkaroon ng pulmonary abscess with neurologic involvement. So, brain abscess was detected by MRI. Aspirated showed aerobic filamentous branching gram-positive organism. O, binigyan pa kayo, weekly acid fast paining. Ano kaya to? Dog. Your nocardia. Okay, nocardia asteroides. No, halos lahat ng characteristic na bigay na. Aerobic, filamentous, branching, gram-positive na weekly acid fast. Okay. 74. A febrile patient presents with diarrhea containing both blood and pus. The lab culture on a special medium incubated at 42 degrees, gram-negative, spiral-shaped organism. Ano kaya to?
Letter E po.
Letter E, your Campylobacter. Ngayon, Doc, hindi kasi ako sure paano natin masasagutan to. So, makikita natin dito, bloody. So, So, sino nga yung bloody natin? Shigella, Campylobacter, tsaka E. coli. So, tanggal na si A, B, and D. So, ang choices mo lang is letter C, tsaka E. Pero binigay dito, spiral shape. Alam natin na si Shigella, hindi siya spiral shape, si Campylobacter lang. Kaya nga, di ba si Campylobacter, kino-compare natin sa kay Vibrio, tsaka kay Helicobacter. Because all of them are curved organisms. 75. Patient develop an infection following catheterization. Biofilm is present. Ano kaya to? Catheterization, biofilm. Sino kaya to?
Dog po.
Epidermidis po.
Dog, no? Staphylococcus epidermidis. 76. 12-year-old girl's birthday party involves summer sport games and swimming. Nakakita ng red itchy eyes, sore throat, tsaka fever. The children's eyes were examined and no petechial hemorrhage were observed. Pero merong pre-auricular adenopathy. What's the most likely causative agent of this? Sino kaya nagkakos ng conjunctivitis with fever?
Adena po.
Letter E po.
Okay, your adenovirus. 77, which genera of small gram-negative Coccobacilli associated mainly with animals but may cause endocarditis, bacteria, and wound and dental infections in human? So, Coccobacilli, sino kaya dito yung mga Coccobacilli na associated mainly with animals? It's your Actinobacillus. 78. Which tests are most appropriate to differentiate between Pseudomonas and Pseudomonas aeruginosa and Pseudomonas putida? Ano kaya sagot nyo dito? Pseudomonas aeruginosa, Pseudomonas putida, anong difference? Sige, medyo mahirap. So, letter C, it's mannitol, nitrate, tsaka growth at 42 degrees. 79, which test group best differentiate Acinetobacter from Pseudomonas? Lagi nababanggit si Pseudomonas. Dito naman, it's oxidase, motility, tsaka 42 degree growth. Bakit laging nagtatanong ng Pseudomonas? Common si Pseudomonas kasi isa sa mga difficult i-treat sa hospital. Kaya usually, on board of examiners, isa sa mga favorite yan. Si Pseudomonas, si Escherichia, ito yung dalawang most common na favorite na mga natin, board of examiners. Okay, 80. In addition to motility, which test best differentiate Acinetobacter from alkaligenous species?
Dog.
Dog, okay. Lumabas na to sa quiz natin, no? So dapat alam na. Okay, 81. The most noted differences between Pseudomonas aeruginosa and Xanthomonas maltophilia are? Ulit-ulit na nababasa, 42 degrees growth, so letter D. Oxidase, 42 degrees growth, and polar tough. So si 42 degrees, isa sa mga important differentiating markers talaga. 82. Francisella tularensis is the bacterium that causes tularemia. A disease is not commonly seen in hunters. Which of the following statements best characterizes this bacterium?
B sa akin daw.
Letter?
B po.
Letter B. It requires cysteine for growth. Okay? So, kailangan si cysteine for the growth for your Francisella tularensis. 83, you have E. coli 015787, which is a newsworthy organism that has been isolated from foods and beverages with increasing frequency. Its characteristic biology is best described by which of the following characteristics? So, anong characteristic kaya to? Na importante kay 015787? Okay. It's actually letter C. No, your verotoxin or your shigatoxin, the one that causes your hemolytic uremic syndrome. Si letter B, alam naman na natin pareho na ano to. Si Francisella tularensis. Si letter D, alam na natin na si Streptococcus yan, nagkakos ng scarlet fever. It produces toxin that blocks protein synthesis, that produces the genetic information for toxin. This is your Corynebacterium diphtheriae. It produces at least one protein toxin consisting of two subunits that causes spasmodic cough. It's your Legionella. Okay. For the TX3 questions, refer to the following case. 84. So, meron kang 28-year-old. Talang, highlight natin. So, 28-year-old menstruating woman. Okay, with the following signs. May fever. May WBC count na mataas. Meron siyang hypotension, malapit na. At meron siyang scarlantiform rash on her trunk, palms, and soles with extreme fatigue, vomiting, and diarrhea. Ano kayang cause nito?
Dog po.
Okay, your toxic shock syndrome. Culture of the menstrual fluid would most likely reveal a predominance of what? Sino nagkakos ng toxic shock syndrome?
D.
Sorry po.
D. S or use. The most characteristic finding not yet revealed in the case just presented would be
A po.
A po.
A. Very good. No, a retained tampon. So at least alam nyo na si toxic shock syndrome. Okay, next, 87. Florist. May subcutaneous lesions on the hand, which she think resulted from a jab wound she received while she was making a sphagnum most warfarin for a fromal wreath. The nodule has ulcerated and not heaped despite use of antibacterial cream. Ano kaya to? Ano mo nang sakit to?
Sporotric.
Sporantric po.
Okay, so anong ano natin doon? Anong gamot natin dito?
B po.
Letter B. No, your oral itraconazole or your potassium iodide. Penicillin, alam natin hindi binibigay yan. Bakit? Naggamit na siya ng antibacterial o hindi pa yung tumatalab. So, bakit bibigay pa natin yun? So, for Sporotrix, it's usually your itraconazole no, or potassium iodide. So, from the previous question, although hard to find, what form would be present in the tissue?
E po.
Okay, E. Your sugar-shaped to oval yeast. Okay, 89. You have a patient presenting with paranasal swelling. May bloody exudate din siya from both his eyes and nares. And is nearly comatose. Necrotic tissue from the nasal tubercle showed non-septate hyphae consistent with rhizopore. Okay, so what is the most likely compromising condition? Na-discuss na natin kanina. Rhizopore. A. Ketoacidotic diabetes. No? So pag nakakita kayo ng mga ganitong questions, no, wag kayong magmamadali sa board exams. No? May mga times na yung mga past questions, makikita niyo yung sagot sa future questions. For example, 1 to 100. Yung sagot sa number 10, makikita mo sa sagot sa question ng number 50. So usually may ganyan. So pag nag-answer, depende kung kaano kabilis kayo mag-answer. Kasi ako, pag nag-answer ako, ang ginagawa ko, first, sasagutan ko muna yung alam ko. So pag binasa ko yung tanong, okay, alam ko, sasagutan ko. Pag hindi ako sure, lalagyan ko ng question mark sa gilid. Para madaanan ko muna yung 100 questions. Pag nadaanan ko na yung 100 questions, sasagutan ko na yung mga madadali. Yung alam ko. So kahit maubusan ako ng oras at manghula ko in the end, yung mga mahihirapan na hindi ako sure, yun lang yung hulaan ko. Yung mga sure ako, masasagutan ko siya. Ngayon, natapos ko na yung first batch, 1 to 100. Doon sa second, doon ako mag-focus. Doon sa mga question marks ko. Dahil nabasa nyo na lahat ng questions, yung mga sagot na possible yung makuha sa future questions, madadaanan nyo din. So make sure sa board exam, pag mag-take kayo, laging magbasa at least twice. Minimum of twice. Hindi pwedeng isang basahan, sagot lang. Dapat at least mabasa nyo yung test paper back to back twice. Kung iba, maraming time, mas okay na thrice. No? Pero at least minimum of twice. Okay, 90. A patient presents with a circular, itchy, inflamed skin lesion that is slightly raised on the left side where the dog sleeps next to him. The dog had some localized area of hair loss. The patient has no systemic. What would you expect to find in the KOH of skin scrapings? So ano daw makikita sa skin scrapings natin? May 10 minutes pa tayo. Skin scrapings, ano makikita? Since this is it's hyphae with little branching but possible with some hyphae breaking into the arthoconidia. Okay, 91. A severely neutropenic patient presents with pneumonia. Bronchoalveolar fluid shows dichotomously branching septate hyphae. What is the most possible na ano?
E po ba?
E. Aspergillus. Bakit? Una, septated. Pangalawa, acute angle. Acute angle with septate, it's usually Aspergillus. 92. A premature infant on IV nutrients and high lipid fluids, o yan pa lang, has developed septicemia. Ano kayang causative agent nito?
C po.
Okay, C, your malassezia for 4. 93. To treat a patient with life-threatening ha, you choose an antifungal drug that causes pore formation in the fungal membrane and actually kills the cell. Which drug would this be? If worse comes to worse, ano yung pinaka-last resort natin na fungal medication?
E.
E, your amphotericin B. Kaya nga sa halos lahat ng mga systemic diseases natin, si amphotericin B yung binibigay natin. Okay. 94, a 15-year-old dirt biker visiting Southern California, developed pneumonia, causative organism has environmental form, consist of hyphae that break up into arthoconidia. What is this agent?
B.
B, your coccidioides immitis. Ngayon, kung hindi nyo maalala kung saan to, mahihirapan kayo kasi usually pagdating sa mga coccidioides, histoplasma, blastomytosis, itong mga to, usually kailangan natin malaman yung lugar. Dito, binigay na yung arthoconidia, at least may clue na kayo. Pero sometimes sa exam, hindi ibibigay yun. So, make sure na ma-memorize kahit papano. 55, which of the following drugs inhibits your ergosterol synthesis? Importante daw in treating your candida fungimias and is used orally to repress the relapse of cryptococcal meningitis.
A.
A, your fluconazole. Very good. 96, a patient has splotchy hypopigmentation on the chest and back with only slight itchiness. What is the most likely to be seen on KOH mount? So may hypopigmentation siya. So na makikita natin dito would be clusters of round fungal cells with short curved septate hyphae. And 97, a recent immigrant from rural Brazil, so Brazil galing, may swollen face, may poor dental hygiene, at nakikita niyang, which appears to be focus of the current infection. There are 2 open ulcers. Small yellow grains are seen in one of the ulcers. Purple staining fine filaments. Anong sakit to?
E. E ba yun?
It's actually your E. Actinomyces mycetoma. No? Dito pa lang makikita nyo itong grains na nakikita, yung mycetoma. Tapos, ulcerations. Okay. 98. A patient who is a recent immigrant ulit, tropical remote rural area with no medical care, is now working with a group of migrant crop harvesters. Meron siyang large race-colored cauliflower-like ankle lesion. Pag nakita itong cauliflower-like, sclerotic body, sino to?
C po.
C, your chromoblastomycosis, no? Cauliflower-like ankle lesions plus yeast-like sclerotic bodies, isipin C, chromoblastomycosis. 99, may premature baby, now 4 days old. Nagkaroon siya ng white coating on her buccal mucosa, extending to her lips. Painful daw siya. What is the most likely causative agent?
Letter B.
B. This is a case of your oral thrush, no? So oral thrush is caused by your Candida albicans. So last, normally healthy 8-year-old boy from Florida is visiting friends on a farm in Iowa during the month of July. He presents on July 28 fever, cough, and lower respiratory tract symptoms. He has been ill for 4 days. Chest x-ray, pneumonia. The radiograph shows patchy infiltrates with hilar adenopathy. His blood smear shows small, non-descriptive yeast forming inside your monocytic cells. What's the most likely causative agent? So, tinatawag din natin itong TB mimicker. Bakit siya TB mimicker? Kasi meron siyang hilar adenopathy. Nagpe-present din siya as pneumonia. At nakikita siya inside your monocytic cells. So, this is any guess?
Dog.
Okay.
Regular student.
So, it's letter C, no? Your histoplasma capsulatum. Okay, remember, pagdating nakita niyo yung word na TB mimicker, pag nakita niyong fungi siya, histoplasma capsulatum ang choice. Pag nakita niyong parasite siya, Paragonimus westermani ang choice. No, yan yung mga TB mimicker. Bakit sila TB mimicker? Kasi nagpe-present sila ng mga granulomas, adenopathies, especially sa lungs. Ano pa? Kay capsulatum, tandaan, location-based yan. So dito nakikita mo from Florida na nagpunta sa friends on a farm in Iowa. Bukod pa dyan, nagpresent siya ng pneumonia-like symptoms. Pinakita na dito, yeast cell siya. So doon pa lang tatanggalin na natin si pneumocystis inside monocytic cells. Okay? So be careful pag nagbabasa ng mga questions, no? Isa-isahin talaga. Alamin nyo muna kung parasite ba tinutukoy dito, virus ba. Kasi may mga times na maglalagay sila both parasites and virus sa choices. So pagpipilian nyo talaga, pero pag binasa nyo kasi, halimbawa sa case natin, nakalagay na doon na may yeast. So doon pa lang alam na natin na yeast yan. So that ends our midterm discussion. Yes?
Dok, pwedeng balik lang po sa 1 to 5. Hindi ko po kasi nakita kanina yun. Yung right answer ko doon.
1 to 5. Hindi ko siya na-highlightan. So number 1, ang sagot natin is Microbacterium scrolofacium. Sa number 2, it's lipids. Sa number 3, it's E. coli. Sa number 4, Clostridium botulinum. Number 5 would be your Thayer Martin agar.
Okay po, Dok. Thank you po.
Any questions regarding our midterm exam or regarding micropara? Okay, kung wala namang questions, that's it. Nice meeting you guys. God bless sa inyong internship at sa board exam pagtapos yung gumraduate. Have a nice day.
Thank you po.
Thank you po.
Thank you po.